Hey everyone, it's Chris Loud. In this abstract painting demo, I'll be focusing on composition with circular motifs. I'll show you some techniques for creating a simple warm-up painting with more attention to design and hopefully inspire you to give this a try. This is another prompt from 50 Abstract Painting Prompts that is designed to generate movement and flow with circles. So here's the prompt. You have 15 minutes to paint. You have a choice of 2 to 3 colors. I'm using lime green, bright aqua green, and Prussian blue. And you also have the option to use black and white. The goal is to focus on circular motifs to generate movement and flow within your abstract work, circling back to unity. Okay, so I've started my timer for 15 minutes. I got a new timer, so you can probably hear that in the background. And I'm going to start with a fine tip applicator. Just making some circles, and I'm going to then grab this bowl scraper and start mixing that and scraping that across. So this is somewhat intuitive. Obviously, I'm just doing a warm-up real quick. And I actually really like that as it is, so I think I'm going to leave that alone for right now. I'm going to go ahead and take my catalyst wedge. Actually, I'm going to blow dry this real quick. I'll dry that and come back. Okay, I dried that for about 15 to 30 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and get some of this lime green and get it in here. And I'm just using a silicone paintbrush or a color shaper for that. I'm going to get a little more of this color. And as I said, I'm looking at, simplicity here. I don't want to spend too much time on this and add a bunch of layers or anything. I want this to be something that I can really hopefully try and finish up within that 15 minutes, but I'm looking at possibly even getting that done a little earlier than the 15 minutes. It's kind of fun, this new timer. I can hear it so well that it's almost like I'm really working against the clock here. Find my scraper again, and I'm just getting some of this Prussian blue down. Just a little bit of it. I'm going to grab a baby wipe and help me blend this just a little bit. Wipe some of this Prussian blue away. But already where it's sitting, I like that. Again, we're talking about simple. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more circles. I think I'm going to start with a large circle that kind of comes back around. Take my bowl scraper and get that. So one of the things with this prompt was having kind of a circular unity, so this helps me kind of tie this back together. Now, yeah, I'm looking at that. I really like it. Get a little more of this Prussian blue here down. I think I'm going to go ahead and start filling in some of this with Prussian blue, and I'm going to go ahead and grab a paintbrush. I'm using one of those little color shapers. Has a very small tip on it, but let me go ahead and see if I can't get some of this Prussian blue in like that. I'm liking how that's looking. What I'm trying to figure out now is if I want to really enhance the circle portion of this. I think I'm going to not sure if I'm going to do that with blue or black, but right now I'm thinking that is looking kind of nice with the blue. And then get a little bit more of that blue over top of that green and try and get that blended a little bit. But I was having a conversation in comments. I've actually had a couple of these conversations about how, you know, you can start painting and feel like the painting is done very quickly. You don't want to keep going, but because you've only spent a few minutes on it, you feel like you need to, that it's kind of almost required to continue painting, that it's not done if you've only spent a few minutes. And really, I think, you know, key thing with painting is you're the person that is painting it. It's for you. And if you feel like the painting is done after you've put a few marks down, then the painting is done for you. I have several paintings. Grabbing another fine tip applicator with some Prussian blue in it. But I have several paintings that I've done that I really finished it in about 5 minutes, because it was a simple composition. Having to be kind of still as I'm doing that, sorry. But it's a, you know, simple composition, and it stood out to you for some reason, and you didn't want to continue making marks and ruining that piece. Now, I will say that there are plenty of times that I'm painting. I'm having a hard time getting the Prussian blue to come out of this fine tip applicator. But there are plenty of times I'm painting, and I have a goal in mind, and early on I see something that I really like, and I would love to stop, but I also wanted to get that design out there that I was thinking of. So, you know, you're going to have to be the person that makes that call. But if you see something that you like and you don't want to keep painting, the only person you have to answer to is you. So you make that call, you make that decision whether you want to keep going. So like right now, I'm looking at this thinking, I actually really like the way that looks. I'm grabbing a white mat just to kind of see what that's like. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to do too much more with this painting. I'm going to add a little, I think, bit of Prussian blue into this, and just very gently kind of blend that into the black that's there, and try and get some more of this kind of flowing around. Let's get a little more contrast there. I think I'll go ahead and use that fine tip applicator on this. Question is, how still can I make my hand as I'm talking? Kind of went over the line there, but I actually like that. Okay, I think I'm going to end there. I actually really like that, just as it is. I definitely could add more, but this is one of those situations where I think I could overpaint and ruin what I'm seeing on this. So if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of these, feel free to subscribe. And as always, if you have any feedback or questions, feel free to leave those in the comments. Thanks for watching, and keep on painting. Well, as you can see, I've come back. Hopefully this doesn't ruin it, but I'm gonna try something and we'll see how it turns out. I'm going to block part of this off, and I'm going to use this little dabbing paintbrush and see if I can't get some splatters in there. Still have about 4 minutes left on the timer. All right, now I'm going to call it there, and I'll show you the final paintings here in just a minute in different orientations. So here's the final painting. I'm not as fond of it now that I come back to it, but if I crop it down like this, I like it a lot better, or like this. So I probably will crop this down to a 6x8 and put it in a mat. So thanks for watching, and keep on painting.